Lately I've been staring at the dark. Turn my inner demons into art. Struggle with the pain inside my heart. Wish I didn't care about what they say. What you want to say, what you want to say, what you want to say, what you want. Say what you want to say, 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 what you want to no one.
You gotta get up every morning. Big boss getting richer every minute. Oh no. Big boss, oh no. You gotta get up every morning. Big boss getting richer every minute. Oh no.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, traders. Hope everyone's doing well today. We're in it. We made it. What's going on, Powerhouse? Lev, I guess, yeah. I'll be on for probably a little while anyway. I don't know, not like huge long, but stream is lagging. Looks good on my end. Yeah, everything good on my end. What's up, Scott? So Bitcoin, let's get it, folks. We've been talking about this for a while. $82, we breaking 80s. The plan is still, you know, still going here, man. We breaking 80s, man. First PT is going to be, I've already taken one profit target from the 20K buy. But the first PT after the break of the all-time high here is going to be around 95, 96, I think, before 100. All right, Lev. Yeah, we'll see you when you get back here, brother. Just have a look at the daily here on Bitcoin. See what's going on here. We breaking, boys. It's on. If you're not in longs, you should have been. We're almost at the first point of resistance here for Bitcoin, coming up on the 272, or sorry, the 172. No shit, price discovery. Twitch stream lagging. I don't know why. It might be on Twitch servers sometimes is like not very good. On my end it's looking okay. See, excellent. So everything's fine on my end. Just depends on what part of the world you're in. You know, sometimes the servers are bad, especially on Twitch. Twitch has shit servers. What for Bitcoin, Lev? Yeah, you know, I'm expecting some kind of a pullback, and then you know, if you're late to the party, this is the zone. I've been talking about it for a while. Down here, 72. Who knows if we're gonna get it? It could just blast off. You know what I mean? You know. So you see what happens sometimes when it goes to all-time highs before, like when it passed all-time high this time, it never came back. You know, like when it did the 20K breakout. This was the breakout from 20K. The next time it came back was like in the dump, right? I did not, Lev. I've been busy. I haven't really been trading my other ones or my stocks too much. I did get set up with Topstep, so we'll be trying to fire that up today. After that, the FTT fiasco. Yeah, I could see that for Bitcoin. Yeah, like, you know, if it doesn't stop here, the next stop is 100K. And this will be big profit zone, man. So just, you know, if you guys are long, make sure you take fucking profits, you know. You can always get back in. You just need to wait a while. But, you know, just make sure you take profits. I don't, you know, I don't see this thing rocketing all the way to 150 or getting to the 2618 that soon. I'll be taking profits like this whole area. This whole area, I'll be taking profits, man. Every once in a while, just like another 5% off, another 5% off. So important that you guys, you know, don't let this, if you guys are in crypto, don't let it get to your head, you know what I mean? You know, it's just important to take profits. I took 25% of my portfolio off here. And I did not rebuy here. So these longs, the longs that I did right here, this was my entry. I took 25% off here. Now I as soon as we pass this, get up into this range, I'll be taking maybe another 10% off or something like that. And then if we start skyrocketing, like this is the range where you should be looking to exit all of crypto. In this range. For your longer term holds. And then wait for something like this to happen again. You know what I mean? Or, you know, even if something like this could take years to happen, but, you know, it always does, you know. Even in the traditional markets, there's always fucking crashes all the time. Just you need to have bags ready for the crash. That's how you make the majority of your money, right? Just be ready to pounce when the next COVID hits. So yeah. Yeah, it's not showing any kind of signs of stopping yet, man. Yeah. Did have an hourly failure here, but this is just a liquidity grab. So there is still area here that they could come back down and test upper range. Nifty. I could. We got this on the 4 hour. Ugh, ad blocker. Okay, guys. Yeah, Nifty is going down. So, Nifty was going down a while ago, right? Lost the weekly here. This was the weekly retest right here. This is what they lost. This was the entry. Now they did gain a 4 hour here. So this could be an area to hold. They didn't really gain it very good. Not a trade that I would take, but they did gain it nonetheless. This is also a daily failure, right? So looking at the daily here. Oh no, it's a daily gain too. This is all right. This looks okay for a long shot. Yeah, this looks okay for a shot at longs to, you know, try to take out these highs. Looks okay off of this previous high. It's kind of the, you know, that M pattern that I always talk about. I usually like it when they take this high out first and then go down and take it, but maybe they did it on the floor. Let's see. Yeah, they did. So this is kind of that M pattern that I always talk about, right? So they're going up, come down, they gain it barely, sweep the lows, gain, come back down and test the previous, right? And then pump it. So this looks okay. Looks okay for a shot. Really, the trade was here on this one, right? The first test of it. This is coming in on a second test. It could still hold. It's just it's a little bit more shifty when it's on the second one. Really, the trade here was taking the trade here and taking PTs here, and then letting whatever happens with your stop and profit. That's kind of the way to do it. You just have a look here. Yeah, you know, this doesn't look too bad, man, really. I don't mind this for a long. They came down. They gained the 4 hour over here. They came down. They gained this 15 and created a gap. So that's kind of what I look for. And now they're testing the previous. So, and then they gain this 15 again. So this doesn't look too bad right here, right now for a long, really. To at least test these back up here. Tata Steel. Oh no, did I think I banned you again. Just give me a sec here, brother. Powerhouse, can you type something so I can just see if did I ban you by mistake? I think I did. Why did I do that, man? That's stupid. Oh no, you're good. Can you type those again? Tata Steel it was? Tata Steel. Tata. Yeah, I got it, brother. Tata. Weekly. All right, so this one looks a little gross. Yeah, you know. Yeah, this one's a little bit more tricky. I would honestly just find something better to trade. This one looks like it's going lower, so it did make a new weekly high, but it didn't close above, so it's probably going lower. It's trying to hang on here. The next thing down would be this here, and it's tested already. So this is tested. This I think down here for Tata. I think here for Tata. Now this is on the weekly. Something on the 4 hour could hold. Or the daily. Let's check the daily here first. Yeah, this is everything tested down here, right? Even the zone that it's at right now, tested. The long trade has already been done in this range, right? On the daily, the long trade is done here. So the long trade happened here when it gained this daily and it came back and retested the gap. So this was the long trade, this right here, and then you took a PT at here, right? So now if you were in longs, you're most likely stopped out. So that's why I think that we're gonna have a dump here. This is probably going to be dumped. probably going to be a dumpster. Maybe the liquidity here will be able to push it up. Yeah, really, it's this down here, I think. 120-ish. 120, sir. Something like that, sir. This is a second test on this daily gain, so it's actually a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth test. So, you know, this is most likely going to fail. You should really only be taking those first tests. Not saying you can't take a scalp or something, but the overall trend is down. And this, you know, the daily trade is the same as the 4-hour trade here. So the 4-hour trade is there, so you know you're in the zone here. Like when it came down, this is the first gain here, right here. So once that gained, now and it made this structure. So you're in from here to here, right? So really you shouldn't be taking any more trades unless it makes new highs or new lows. Taking an inside trade like this off this gain is not a good idea. That's an internal trend gain, not good. They don't work out even close to as much, so it's not a, you know, it's just not a smart thing to do. Just stick to the main trends. That's all. What was the other one you said here? ADA N. This. Let's just have a look at the daily. This one looks a little bit more interesting. Let's have a look at the weekly. All right. So they've dipped into this liquidity zone. They're failing this weekly level. They had a big weekly failure. And brought it back up. So, you know, they're holding it above, but like, you know, they didn't. I don't really like how they closed below here. I don't like how they put in this action, right? So and then they just brought it to the weekly and failed again. So I don't know, bro. Maybe this will hold, but honestly, in the bigger picture, the trend is most definitely down. Yeah, maybe this will hold. In the bigger picture, you know, so we're talking about between this and this, right? So, you know, this was the short area up here. You know, it's just continuation weekly short down, right? And then now they had a weekly close below this too, so they lost the weekly on the internal. So coming back up here and you know they're failing this, so they're just, I could see this you know, dying here. Down here would be an opportunity to try to take longs on some kind of formation to the upside, but here nothing. I would wait until this slips. Anything else before I look at the majors? So I did download some reggae here, that we could listen to some reggae. There we go. Yeah, some chill reggae vibes. Okay. Yeah, it was probably a good decision to exit Powerhouse. Again, you can take trades, just like, you know, just be wary of where you are in the bigger time frame. we failed the weekly, right? So like we're probably making a new weekly low. Once we make a new weekly low, look for longs. It's as simple as that, man. You don't want to trade against the weekly trend, right? Like you want to trade with the weekly trend. So we're short here until we make new lows, and then we can take stabs at long setups probably off of this. You know, it's pretty basic stuff here. All right. Let's just look at this on the bigger screen here so I can just look at everything. We have any let's just look at ES1. Let's just start ripping through some of these and have a good look. So ES blasting, everything's probably just blasting, right? Because of Trump. Let's go. Trump's America, we're back. It's hard to trade when we're at all-time highs like this. Yeah, I don't want it. So, you know, continuation is going to be here on the 4 hour. I don't even like that. I'd be more inclined to wait for it to fail something a little bit more. They're just edging out. And then there's really nothing here either, man. There's no gaps, you know what I mean? You know, and there's no way I'm not gonna buy this. So like, I'm just gonna be out of trading. Sucks till some kind of top forms. Let me see some kind of pullback. All-time high trading is a bit risky, you know. It's hard to do because you get a lot of false signals, false breakdowns and stuff. And Q. Yeah, let's see, like right here. And Q failed right here. And then they just blasted it. But you see the thing that's different, like some people probably would have took trades here, but the thing that's different is there was no you know, they didn't fail this with any kind of aggression, right? And they filled every gap on the way down. So that's how you like kind of keep yourself out of harm's way from you know, from like over trading and stuff. Like there's no business to be shorting here. You need to have like a serious move and then up and then like get in. This was the last short that I did. I shorted here last day. Shorted there and took profits here. And then I was done for the day. Made $200 or whatever. Easy trade, you know. It stops right here. Short. And then profit. It was like 82. And it was like 30, 40, 50 points. You get 50 points in the NQ, you're good, man. That's all you know, you can live off that. You can have a really good living off that. You know? I don't know. Just comes up with this now. Sorry. It's because I got an ad blocker on. Let's pause it. Okay, man. I paused it, dude. You took a short there? This isn't a good place to take a short. I see what you're trying to do, but You know, I see that you were shorting this, right? Just hadn't failed anything, right? Failure to gains are after a failure, you know. You can take shots here with this, but like, you know, you need to be moving your stop up immediately. As soon as it passes this, you need to move your stop up. Because this is a high risk trade, right? There's still the trend is right here. Look, the trend, the hour trend here, the last hour trend is here. Let's just take all this off so we're not confused. From here to here. So this is what needs to fail before any serious trades are taken, right? Now, if the price went like this and then up like this, yeah, this is a really good trade for targeting lower than this. But because it came down and held the hourly, you know, you really can't expect it to. It held the hourly, you know, and you really can't expect it to do anything else until it fails at least the hourly, right? If you're taking an hourly trade. Now, is there a 15-minute trade in here that happened? Maybe, probably. Like on this right here, it's probably a 15-minute trade. But then if you have a 15-minute trade, you need to have 15-minute targets, right? Yeah, if you lose this though, you need to lose this, right? This needs to get lost. What you're showing here is just it holding. Now again, this is on the 1 hour, right? So there might be a 15-minute trade in there that happens before the 1 hour, right? On the there might be a 15-minute trade, so that, you know, even the first 15-minute loss is going to be here. 81. And since we're on such a rip, like I wouldn't even, you know, I would want the hourly to lose the hourly, but you're not wrong at taking stabs at it if they lose the 15-minute. So they need to lose the 15-minute here, and then at that point, yeah, you can take a stab at this, sure. But need to have a 15-minute loss first, right? Like, what if they just hold this? And honestly, even if they lose it, they're probably just going to hold the hourly, right? So you need to keep that this kind of stuff in like, I probably wouldn't take that trade either if they lost that 15-minute, because the hourly swing is right behind it, and they had hourly closes above this. So if they hold down here, they're probably going higher than here, you know, on the hourly. So you need to use kind of all the time frames like together, right? Like and see, is it really a good trade or is it not, right? Because like this trade is really not a good trade, right? Because you know, you're losing the 15, but if they hold this hourly, then they just held the hourly, you know, and the hourly, if they hold the hourly, then it's more higher than this. If they lose the hourly, then sure, you can talk about taking trades. Depends how fast they gobble it back up. Like here they lost the hourly, but they hit a liquidation zone, right? So hitting a liquidation zone, you need to take that into consideration too. They hit a liquidation zone, so they, you know, does that have, how do the candles look? Does it have enough power to push it back all the way? Like you know, especially on this massive rip that we're in the middle of. It's not very smart to be trading against all-time high breakouts, you know, until something major happens. You're better off just trading with the trend. Like, look at the buy the 1 hours and buy the 4 hour dips. You know, this is a 4-hour swing that it held, so you know, this is kind of better to be buying here. You know, not that I like buying these breakouts. Like you're just a little late to the party for Bitcoin. The trades happen down here, right? Here. Here's the 4-hour gain retest, perfect in the upper zone. Here's another one, you know. There was many opportunities to long this, right? This one didn't work out so well. Buying this would have been good. Anyway. Oh yeah. What do we got? 8:30. I should really try to get my Topstep all set up here. I did get set up with the account. So we're set up. These are the rules, I guess. It's a little bit more strict than fast track trading, but at least it's real. So for fast track, it's going to be a 2K drawdown, 1K daily drawdown. Starting balance of 50K, and I got to make 3K. Hopefully I can do it within a week. We're going to try to do it within a week. Your chart don't work, bro. Your chart not working, brother. MK looks like it might dump though. Gonna keep my eye on this. This is what you're giving me, Powerhouse. A lot of nothing. A lot of nothing, brother. Solana break all-time high before end of year? I don't know, possibly. Let's check it out. I never did trade Solana. USDT. It's possible. Let's have a look at the longer term chart. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would say 100% this is going to break all-time high. 100%. This one is probably going pretty high, man. What's this at now? 200? I would say this is going to double up from here. Oops. Yeah, I would say this is going to double up from here. Definitely watch all-time high. But once it gets clear of that, I would imagine it's going to the 1618. So around 420. 420. Yeah, let's go. This thing gave pretty good opportunity to get long too. Look at this trade down here, boys. So it's coming down on the big dump. This is the weekly swing. So that's the area that you're watching, right? Yeah, 420, good target, no doubt. Coming down, creates a weekly swing, gains it with a vengeance, gives you 1-2 opportunities to get long off the weekly swing that it gained. And then gains again, gave you another opportunity here to get long. Then it's been off to the races ever since. But like, you could be long at $20. You know what I mean? If you knew what you were doing and you were watching it. I wasn't really trading that at that time. I was building villas, so I wasn't really trading anything. What I did is, back when the market was here, 2020? Yeah. Back when the market was here, when we lost this, someone right here, I exited out of almost everything I owned and bought property and stuff. So I was pretty busy during this whole time. I've been building stuff. But now everything's done and I'm back for trading. Yeah, it's good. You love it? Yeah, so I don't know. Should we set up the Topstep today, boys? Honestly, I don't even think I like where the market's at today for trading. I really don't. We've just had all these breaks. I need to see a significant loss here before I take any kind of positions. I don't want to buy the top, so you know. ETH not looking as bullish? Yeah, we can check it. ETH. No, it's not. It did hold though. Yeah, it looks okay. So what's happened in ETH, it's come down. This is the weekly swing for it to gain. There was no weekly swing there was inside weekly swings, but the main trend was here for it to gain, and it did. And then the area for it to hold is this, right? So it did. So it did hold. It's holding where it needs to, and it did gain. So I kind of expect ETH to follow the market, right? So just I would imagine it's going to make new higher highs than this. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And none of your charts work anymore, man. I don't know why, Powerhouse. Maybe post them in the Discord. Or send me a Discord and I can look at it that way. So yeah, so I don't know. ETH is holding where it needs to, on the dollar anyway. This is just gonna follow whatever Bitcoin does anyway. So I imagine we're gonna see new highs up here, and maybe rally the old time highs. There we go. Now it works. All right, this was your short. What is this on? Bitcoin? You shorted here? You shorted where it gained. You shorted here? I don't get it. This isn't a short opportunity. Yeah, just because you got a PT doesn't mean it's, you know, was proper. This was a 4 hour. Oh, okay, it's a 4 hour chart. Yeah, I'd have to look at the 15-minute level there at around 68. Let me look at it at around 69, 68, 69 before the turnaround. CC USDT. Ugh. All right, so it's coming down here. Where did you say you did a short? 69? 69.2? Here? I don't know, dude. It's not really a... It's not really a good short, really, because it did I don't know, it did fail this, so I guess I would have been more inclined to just short this right here if you were at price and it was here. So I would have just shorted this and then put my stop here and then see if they're gonna fail this. As they did fail it here, right? So like this is more something to play and then aim for down here. So entry here, stop here, and then a sweep of this for the continuation. Oh yeah. So yeah. So you have the same idea then. Yeah. Yeah, you have the same idea. Yeah, it's harder to see when it's on, when it was on like this. Yeah. Yeah, got one PT out of it. Yeah, that's good. I would have been a little concerned because it did gain this. I do like taking trades like that, but I like to see it where there's no swing here. If there was no swing here, then that would have been a perfect trade. And I probably wouldn't take that trade because it wasn't a perfect setup. I wouldn't have liked that it gained this. So because it gained that, I would have just traded something else and just found another trade to do. How to remove bias? The best way I did it was I tried to find a trade in both directions. So anytime I'm taking one trade, I'm looking for the opposite trade also. until you don't really have bias anymore. For me, it's just all about setups anyway at this point. So like you're really just looking for the setups. So once you see the setups, you just take them, whatever direction it is. And because I'm going to be trading prop, I don't really have to think about long term. I'm literally looking for the first fucking move. So like I'm looking for like the first. I'm just looking to get 50 points on the NQ. I'm not trying to predict like a huge fucking move like this or whatever, right? You're heavy short biased, yeah? I was not. I've been talking about Bitcoin going to 150K for, forever. Literally forever, man. When we were down here, we were talking about it. When this first pullback happened, this is when we started pulling out fibs, right? When this happened back here. So we were talking about 100K back there. We are kind of in a zone, but there's new information now, so you wouldn't use that pull anymore. You'd use this pull. So there's new information now. But yeah, it's still on the chart. 618 100K. Been there for a while. All right. Skinner's last CP is 200K. Yeah, I bet. I'll be well out before then, man. There's no way I'm riding another fucking bull, or I'm not going to be a bag holder again for forever. I'm taking my first PT at like 90, and I'll take 5% every 10 grand until I have nothing left. Yeah, I should be able to get enough out to probably buy another piece of property. We'll see. I'm just gonna log in here. I'm just so lazy, man, to set up the. Skinner's last TP is 200K. That's hilarious, man. That's good, really. That's rich. So I'm gonna take a little trade here. I'm gonna move this up just a bit. 30, yeah, sure, why not? 30, and then we'll try to get just a sweep of this. 80. Alright. Alright, that's the trade. We're just gonna stick to it. It's the best thing I can see on all these markets right now. I really should hold the one. Nah, I'm gonna keep them both like that. Hopefully we get an entry. This first one should actually be up here a bit at $100. So that's kind of what we'll do. I was gonna push one, but no. It's a new thing I'm doing. No more pushing fucking trades. Even if I miss it, too bad for me, man. That's it. Let's have a look at the old let's have a look at the old ecom Cal. Anything coming up today? No, tomorrow's a heater. CPI numbers coming. Today not too much. Nothing actually. It's already been done, the news. So nothing much. Nothing too much. That's a cool UI. What's a cool UI? Oh, the stream. Yeah. Fuck around a little bit, you know what I mean? Make it look nice for you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Maybe have a cigarette too. Hopefully we come back to an entry here on Russell. Yeah, 75-degree view. Yeah, it's good. I put it on the stream ending too, and the stream start. Got for the chat. Got the 75-degree views. And then this, I put it on this just for when I'm talking about the news. And whatever, some other bullshit. If I'm going to go through, like, I figured I put it on that when I'm going to go through my my Topstep stuff. You know, the dashboard here. You can see where I'm at for the week or for the account. Pretty stoked to get started on this. Just a little lazy today. Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I put a little work into it, but not too much. I actually have a computer programming degree. That's why it's a little, I can do this shit a little bit easier. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, boys. All right. Huh. Just missed my entry, huh? Fuckers. Should really look at Dixie here for a second. Dixie's in the reject zone here. Untested area. Oh no, they did test it already once. Yeah. Maybe though. They fail at 15. Maybe. I'd probably take a short here too if they take it. Just see some reaction first. M60. Yeah, it would be here. Don't know if we're gonna get that. Do not know if we're gonna get that, boys. Powerhouse. Again, brother. Again, man. don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that for you, man. I don't know. It's TradingView. Yeah. Kind of a shit platform, really. I used it for so long, but really I should be I'll be switching over fully to Quant Tower. TradingView is just good because it has cheap data, so I can look up, I can look up stocks and everything in one place. But for executions, really, I should be just using Quant Tower. It's a little rough because I'm still using my laptop here, right? So once I get to my office, I have a 49-inch Samsung and then a 50-inch TV right above it, so I can use all that real estate for a bunch of charts. A little easier to trade. Be watching a whole bunch of different products at the same time. Like I didn't even look at gold or oil. CL. CL failed the weekly. This would have been a good trade here. Yeah, I don't really like trading here now. This looks like it's going down. Oof, this is looking real scary for CL, really. What's the next level down from this shit? Holy God, this is looking rough. For oil, this is looking rough. Quant Tower, it's this. Proper trading platform. Anybody who's serious about trading uses Quant Tower or MetaTrader. This is for like retail traders. I mean, you can use this just fine, but it's just not as nice. I got a trading cinema. Yeah, no doubt. No go. No go, brother. Oh, I missed the trade, man. That's rough, yeah? Could still happen, but now I don't like it as much. I'll still leave it though, I think. Still, MetaTrader charts are shit. Yeah, I don't really like MetaTrader either. That's why I use Quant Tower. Quant Tower is pretty good. You can trade everything in one place, right? So you can trade your futures account and crypto account in one place. And you can trade. It's got a lot of you can trade with just by clicking your mouse on the screen, right? So if I wanted to put down these orders, I would just hold Control, click the one button, and then just click, and it would add orders onto the screen, and then I can just drag the stops and profit targets around. It's a lot faster, you know. And they have a flatten button. In India markets, you use brokers interfaces. Brokers interfaces, they're the worst. Like, I think you can. What Quant Tower does is it connects to the brokers, right? So like if you use Interactive Brokers, which I think is in India, I think Interactive Brokers is worldwide. So if you have an account with Interactive Brokers, you would connect it into Quant Tower, and then you'd use the Quant Tower front end, and it would just connect into the API for Interactive Brokers. But you need to be with a reputable broker. They don't deal with just like any fly-by-night people. Yeah, really. Same thing with TradingView. It's the exact same thing what TradingView is doing, right? Like TradingView is connecting to my AMP account. I have AMP futures account. So TradingView is connecting to that. And when I use Quantower, it connects to AMP also, or it connects to whoever I use, Topstep or whatever. And you can trade them all at the same time. So now that we're having action down here, it opens up shorts here, right? So it's a little bit more rough now. And then if they hold something down here, then you know, that's why this trade will not look as good. I really wanted this candle to go up here. Happens sometimes it doesn't. Not to say this area won't play. It might play, but if it's holding down here, I might have to adjust these targets. It's unfortunate. Yeah, you should look at Quant Tower, man. Just the interface is way better on Quantar. You can just switch right over to them right now if you want to see it. Not a huge deal. You can connect Binance to it also. Certain brokers they pay for the Quantower fees too. So I don't know if Binance does. I know Bybit does. So if you trade with Bybit, then you can use Quantower for free, and you can have multiple accounts up. So let's just close this for a second. See up here, it's connecting to AMP, but it can connect to whatever, right? Like these are all the brokers. It has Binance on here, Binance spot, margin, whatever. So now it's connected to AMP. I can bring up my MK2 trade. You can see my trades here, right? It's not showing the stops and profit targets yet because the trade's not entered. But once the trade is entered, it will. This is just a lot more, you know, you can do whatever you want with this, right? So set up your charts however you want. You can color it however you want. You can have whatever font you want on there. And then the beauty part about this also is you can have multiple brokers connected at the same time. So really, I can log into my Topstep also. You know what I mean? Topstep. So I can log into these guys also and then have a chart for my Topstep trades. And you can log into your crypto also. You know, I can log into Bybit also and have you know, Bitcoin up on one chart. Make sense? How do you make a proper start with this? Like with trading, you mean? I can give you some pointers. You definitely should look for someone that's a mentor to you, you know what I mean? You know, you're more than welcome to here in this community. I try to help the new guys out as much as possible. The first step would be getting a firm understanding of price action. So you really need to understand price action and just how the market moves first before anything. Price action works on any product, right? On crypto, on oil, on futures, on commodities, FX pairs. It's all the same shit, right? Yeah, I have what's it called? A referral link in the Discord. Or if you put exclamation point QT, I think it comes up. If you can use that, that would be great for me. But if you don't, it's okay too. It doesn't really matter. I appreciate that follow drop. Thanks for stopping in. Like I said, you're more than welcome here, man. I stream every day from Monday to Friday. I am building up small accounts because I used all my money to buy villas in Bali. So I don't have any money anymore in my trading accounts, or not much. So yeah, I'll be building up small accounts. I just signed up for a prop firm, so I'll be trading a $50,000 account with Topstep, passing the combine, and then, you know, doing payouts and stuff there. So I can show you guys everything, how that all works too. Working, you think? Okay. Better just send me a Discord message with the picture, dude, and then I can have a look at it. Like, just send it in Discord, you know? I can have it off here to the other screen. What kind of trading experience do you have, Drop? Like, have you done any trading at all? Have you learned any systems or any, like, what do you think you know about trading? What is this? I didn't see that. I can't see the whole thing, right? So it's a little bit harder. But this didn't make. Did this make new highs over that, or is this the high? If this is the high, then this is all internal trend, and this needs to be lost. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin on what time frame? On the 15-minute or what? Made new high. What time frame, man? 15. MBT. Yeah, it's not, you know, it's not wrong, but it's more risky, that's for sure. It's if you entered, I would already be looking to take a little profit off it and move your stop up, because this is risky trade, man. Because this didn't right here, because right here, because that didn't close above, you're still kind of in the internal trend space, you know. So that you're still in from here to here. Sorry, here. If it just takes out the top like that, then, you know, it still did make a new high, but, you know, it's better to have a close up there and then fail this, you know. If it had a close up here and then failed, then I would say it would be a little bit more, you know, more substantial. But because it didn't, it's just a little bit more risky is all. Not saying that this won't work out. It may. You can see there was a reaction off the gap, right? Like they played this gap perfectly. This is the gap that you played. And this is the swing right here, right? So, you know, they played it perfectly, but will it just peter out here? Maybe, right? It's better to wait for substantial stuff. If you're just scalping, you've already hit the scalper target, because you need to take a target in range. Oh, you're trading the 1 hour to hold? Yeah. The problem is it's holding the top of the range right now. Like in crazy uptrends, sometimes these tops just hold, right? But this is a failure, a little bit of one, little bit. Drop. So you're in Telegram groups. You know, you need to get the fuck out of those Telegram groups. I'll tell you that right now, brother. You're probably listening to like just misinformation, you know. I mean, even if you don't stick around here, man, I'm telling you, you need to learn price action. Just find a price action, people who trade price action, and learn from them. but like just learning from some rando fucking Telegram group signals is like, that's definitely not going to be the right thing to do, especially like free ones. Even paid ones are not good. Paid groups never work, man, because like, you know, signal groups really just don't work that well, because you need, by the time you get the signal, the trade's already, they've already entered the trade, you know what I mean? Like, it's already underway, and then you're entering in like, you know, different at like a bad, not opportune time. I could just break down a little bit of price action right now for you. Are you still here? Drop. Guess not. You know, this is why most people fail at trading. No one wants to put in the time. Everybody just wants to get rich quick, you know? No one wants to figure out what's going on with the markets. They just want to, you know... Takes years to get to become a good trader. Years. Yeah, it's true, Powerhouse. Honestly, I felt the same way before I found like the Market Trader TV community and Skinner and, you know, and all those guys. Mr. Lowe. Took me a while, man. Like, I lost money for years until I really figured out what the fuck was going on. It just takes a while to do it, man. Like, it takes a while to become good at it. All right, man. This is gonna be it for the entry here, man, on Russell. Let's see if we can get it. I don't really love this this entry too much anymore, but I'm still just gonna let it ride, just for the stream. Yeah, Mr. Lowe is great, man. I learned a whole bunch, man. When I first started out, I was learning tons every day. Once I found those guys, I was like, wow, these guys really know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I mean? And then like, I got some of those guys to show me their accounts and like show me how much money they were actually fucking making. You wouldn't believe it, dude, how much money these people are making. You wouldn't believe it, man. Really, it was like sickening. Tempos was another guy who traded over there. He showed me his tickets one day, and like he ended the day one day with like 60 grand in one day. And he was like, yeah, I had a good day today. Just made 60 grand in one day. What are you talking about? That's crazy money, man. You know? If I make like a few grand in a day, I'm like, yeah, killed it. You know? What's up, Lev? Welcome back, brother. Welcome back, brother. We're just waiting on this potential entry for Russell. Hopefully we get it. We got market open in about 10 minutes. Hopefully it's a little pump and then dump and that's it. Yeah, they don't, man. They really don't. They don't even teach as much anymore, man. We were lucky to learn at that time with those guys, really, man. Like they don't, no one teaches like that on the internet, man. No one. Goku? I don't know. Goku, is that the Russian guys? I know the Russian guys too. Can't remember his name. He used to trade on Scholar, that's it. Yeah. What's the biggest takeaway this AM? It's not too much happening, right? We're just at all-time high. So there was a little short opportunity on Bitcoin, and then there's a short opportunity on Russell. The one on Bitcoin I really don't even like. Yeah, Russians. Yeah, I know those guys too. I don't know them too well, you know what I mean? But I've hung out in their streams before. I don't know them like I know Skinner and Mr. Lowe and those guys, and Mike. Like I streamed on Market Trader TV for like fucking 2 years. You probably watched me stream, I'm sure, if you were around that in that time. I never showed my face on camera, but I was on their channel all the time streaming. I mean, everybody trades a little bit different. It's just because there's lots of different setups, right? So like what usually happens with traders, man, is you gravitate towards the setups that work for you most likely, or like most, right? And then you have your favorite setups that you just take all the time. And then the great traders, all the setups are their favorite because they take every setup, right? It's all just about taking setups, man. All trading is just risk mitigation and taking setups and understanding what setups to take. Once you know what setups to take, it's just like, it just takes time to build the account. Oh, you joined just last year? Connell. Let's have a look. Oh, man, I'm going to miss this trade. Sucks. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it, Lev. CONL. ETF, eh? Holy shit, this thing popped off. Gaining the daily, gaining the inside daily too. So, kind of coming into a short zone here. They held down here though, so. I heard a beep, sorry, I thought something was going on. They held down here, so they should sweep the highs here. And then you kind of want to see them hold this area to continue the uptrend. Even this up here. You don't really want them to go back down here. So you kind of want them to hold like this at the very furthest. There's something in this range. MST, why? Misty, cash flow Misty. Wow, this thing's pumping too again. They're pumping into the level I had marked out here before. This is a level for that. Like this is a giant gap, right? So there most likely will be some kind of reaction here. Probably a good time to take some profits, really, and then reload on a comeback to this. Yeah? Yeah. Dividends happened already, right? When's the next dividend? November 25th. Is that what, is this thing going monthly or what? No. Payment date the 25th, payment date the 9th. It's just kind of weird. This one was the 8th. So this one was super late. What else did you want me to look at? Oh yeah, that's it. Just those two. Well, you know, I don't really love this anymore, guys. It's too bad. I just missed this trade, right? I entered those positions here. I just missed it. They didn't fill this gap. I should probably just leave it though, man. Fuck it. Kind of concerned about this at this point. This will probably play. Yeah, cash flow interest. I get it. But they're due for pullback now, man. This is due for could be 10% down. This is a big level, right? There's a lot of things here. There's this gap, there's this previous, there's this up here. So there's a lot of confluence here, you know what I mean, for them to reject. Bitcoin, we did talk about it earlier. Oh, so the Bitcoin is probably golden for a while. I would think around you know, we could have a pullback around here. Like we're close, right? We're in the pullback zone, but This pullback, who knows how deep it's gonna go? I don't imagine it's gonna go down here, right? Like who knows how deep it's gonna go? I would say 70 at the most, and then 100. Could even hold the top of this. If it's really bullish, we'll hold the top of this. There's a big gap here at this point, right? On the daily, so, you know, you can see them filling that. Taking that liquidity before the pump. And if they really want to get juicy, they'll take the liquidity down here. Hasn't been taken yet. So that's some real juicy. This is real juice liquidity down here. Those are kind of the two levels that I would be watching on Bitcoin. Down here, 64 to 63, and up here. But like up here, I don't really trade up here. You know what I mean? I may take some like short, some like really tight stop short time frame trades, low time frame trades, like tight stops, but that's about it. No real big trades. I could take a big trade down here, but that's about it. Like I have a ton of spots still. I have like, you know, lots in spot. I'm just looking to exit now. Be exiting all the way up here, man. The vast majority will be out in this range. All right, looks like we're gonna get in. All right, we're in. See if we can have a rejection here. There's the market open. All right, not too bad of rejection. Not too bad. Wanted to see a bit more than that. Let's go. Let's go. Bitcoin trying to hold the upper range here too. Yeah, I'm gonna mark it in two more here. See if we can dump it. For the next 2 hours? I don't know, dude. They're all at they're all at like a level to fail, right? All right, I'm gonna take 2 off here. The 2 that I no, a little late. Okay, I'm gonna take the 2 I added on off. So back to my original. So just like a $20 profit, you know what I mean, to mitigate the stop a bit. If it gets stopped. You can see that Bitcoin short didn't work out too good, yeah? Like I was saying, not really good, not really a prime spot to be taking a short. Even this short is like it's not very good. It's okay for a scalp, but besides that, I don't know if I'm probably just gonna get stopped out on the rest. Ooh, dumping coming in on the NQ. I'm gonna short 2 more here. Might get stopped out on the rest of this. Ready to flatten. Flat. Down $60 on the day. Yeah. Huh? So really not too much to do here, you know what I mean? Like we're at all-time highs, you know, pushing. Bitcoin pushed the all-time high. NQ failed. $78. How many, like, I got stopped out by how much here, and they just fucking dump it again? Really? Come on, guys. Stopped out by $1. Bit rough. That's a bit rough. Pretty good, pretty big rejection off the top here for Russell. ES failing now too. That's frustrating, man. I got stopped out by $1, you know? Really, that's frustrating, dude. I'm gonna try to short ES here. Here's the 53. It's kind of, ugh. $10-point stop, man. Not the best. Can't believe that happened to me on Russell, dude. Stopped out by $1. That's rough. Really have a bad beat like that, almost good to just pack it up. See you tomorrow. You know? Have they? Well, at least at least you're getting got books and profits, man. It's always good. I don't know, man. Probably. Crypto's just on a rip, man. Like it's at this point, it's broken out all-time highs. I don't know how far back it's gonna come. I really don't. I don't believe not much. I don't think. Quite the dump here on NQ. I want to try to get short here on ES too. Just one. Fuck it. So I'm probably gonna leave it there. Boys, I'll check gold here before I take off. But I'm you know, I'm getting a little tired already. It's 11 o'clock p.m. Gold holding onto the daily. Lost a daily up here. Decent area for shorting if it comes back up here. For a move like this, down to this zone. Kind of what I would be looking at. Could they hold this? Possibly. Let's look at the weekly here too. This is the weekly, so if they do hold this, and you know, I don't know about shorting there actually. This is the weekly, so it's an upper range, so upper range, man. Like they could come down and oof, everything's kind of tested down here. Little gap right here on the weekly. It's pretty far down though. It's quite a bit of ways way down. All right, I'm just gonna let these trades just play out, and you know, probably wake up to some losses here, I'm sure. We're back trading. If what I'll do is I'm gonna set up the Topstep. I could have had it set up today. I'm already set up. I just needed to enter in the passwords, but I never did. So I'll get that all squared away and set up, and we'll start, you know, start at the combine and get the combine passed, hopefully within a couple weeks. I think I'm gonna hit it kind of hard and just try to pass it, you know what I mean, with like, you know, 3 or 4 trades, so we can go from there. All right, boys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you all. I only have 4. Why do I have 2?